So an overall miss on the revenue, but overall miss on the numbers. But does the revenue seem like a silver lining then, Lisa?
Right. So if you look at the earnings, the revenue was in line, but absolute EBITDA, the margin as well as PAT, it saw a miss compared to the estimates. Now, in the press conference, the management highlighted that the margin, the downfall in margin, the drop in margin was owing to the job mix as well as legacy projects. They did highlight Red Sea issues, and they see some cost implications arising owing to the logistic cost. But there was some silver lining because they are very confident about the outlook going forward. They said that they'll be ending the year with an order backlog of around 5 lakh crore. The order prospects stands at around 6.7 trillion, and mainly it will be led by hydrocarbon projects which they have been winning in the Middle East. And they are also confident of achieving a 20% growth guidance for the order inflow. And remember that they had given an earlier guidance of around 10 to 12% growth guidance for order inflow. So there has been an upgrade in the order guidance revision, and also they said that they'll be outperforming the revenue guidance in high teens from 12 to 15% guidance given earlier. However, the core infra margin, they are seeing some downgrade in the guidance, slight downgrade from 8.25% to 8.5%, and it has been revised downwards from the 8.5 to 9% which was given earlier. So these are the highlights from the con call and also the results from L&T.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for telling us the reasons why L&T is hammered in today's trading session and what are brokerages calling out for L&T at this point in time. But let's also get the expert take for today. And we are being joined by two of our very special experts, Kunal Bothra on the technical side, as well as Chokkalingam on the fundamental is joining us right now. A very good morning to both of you. And Mr. Chokkalingam, wanted to have your take on L&T because this particular large cap player is not doing well post the earnings, but given the size of the order book and the infra push for by the government for the whole of India, what's your take on L&T as of now? Do you believe that this is a good opportunity, or maybe some days ahead can offer a good opportunity for L&T for a long-term play?
Yes, this L&T stock, it's down almost 10% from the recent peak. But however, from the bottom, in 52-week bottom, it has already given 50% return, has beaten the Sensex and Nifty by big margin. Therefore, I would say that yes, for long term, it's a good buy, but one can buy in phases on any possible decline starting from today. Because of India's growth story, everybody, even this morning we saw most global institutions are now upgrading India's GDP growth, and that would be positive for a capital expenditure related company like L&T. So therefore, it's a good long-term bet, no doubt. But I would say that one can buy in 2-3 phases.
Thanks for that take, Mr. Chokkalingam. Kunal, let me come to you and let's talk about technicals when it comes to L&T. The stock has seen quite the run-up in the last 52 weeks, approximately 70% higher. So where do you see the stock going from here? Is today's hiccup temporary, or do you see the stock ailing for a few days ahead as well?
Good morning. It looks like this could be a temporary weakness for L&T. The stock has been doing exceptionally well. The indicators were slightly overbought, so the stock needed some sort of a correction as such for itself because of the overbought nature of indicators. My sense is that the stock has this tendency of coming towards the 50 DMA and the 100-day moving average before it completes a strong wave of correction and then manages to consolidate for a few weeks and then starts off or kickstarts a new trend for itself. So it's a classical buy on dips for L&T. I think at current levels, traders could look at maybe initiating a first set of buy in terms of 3400 levels, which is the 50-day moving average for L&T, and the 100 DMA is at 3200 levels. So in case if the stock over the next 1 or 2 weeks provides another round of 200 odd point correction, that could be a very good entry point yet again for L&T.
Okay, so that's the fundamental as well as technical take on L&T.